Good morning. Today is Saturday and I just did my hair. I am ready to go to have some coffee with friends. So I'm noticing I am in my fight or flight mode again. I don't know what it is, but whenever I have to go somewhere by car, I always just get nervous that I'll be late, or I don't know, I get anxiety. And what really helps me is putting on a very calming playlist. So instead of just listening to a podcast or like some car music, I'll now use a playlist like this one, nervous system regulating music. Hi guys, good evening. I haven't talked to you in, well, pretty much the whole day because I don't know, I just didn't really feel like it. To be honest, I went for coffee with a friend this morning and then I went to visit another friend and her new home. And afterwards, I was just, yeah, so tired. I just wanted to have a moment to myself. And I don't know, I just didn't really feel like talking, I guess. So I did some reading. I just chilled on the couch, watched some YouTube, and I did some groceries. So, since it's a weekend, I thought I am in the mood for something junk foody, but I do want to make it like a little bit healthy-ish. So, what I am making are pancakes, and not just any pancakes. Well, this is going to sound super, super weird, but I had this, I want to say over 15 years ago. So, I was just a child at a restaurant and it was like a pancake restaurant. And what they served there was a pancake with shawarma. So with meat on top of it, some lettuce, onion, I believe, and lots of garlic sauce. So I know what you're thinking. That is super, super weird, but I promise you, it is so, so good. So I was thinking I'm just gonna make those myself so that they're not too processed. And it's chicken, so it's not, I think usually shawarma is made out of pork, but I'm not sure to be honest. But this is chicken. And the pancakes I'm going to be making from scratch with organic ingredients. So I thought I would take you with me. And there we have it. Obviously, I am not the best baker out there. I do not even own one of those things you have to stir it with. So I just use a fork, which probably is not the way to go, but I don't know, desperate times. So it's literally just milk, flour, 2 eggs, and a little bit of salt. That's it. So this is the base for the pancakes. And I'm just gonna let it sit here for about 5 to 10 minutes while I make the garlic sauce. And that is my garlic sauce done. What is in here is organic mayonnaise, some yogurt, a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, like a lot of garlic, some lemon juice, a little bit of mustard, and some parsley. That's it. Now I'm just gonna put this in the fridge and make sure it gets even more garlicky. Now, maybe you're thinking, oh, girl, just get some garlic sauce from the supermarket. And you're right, but if you have ever looked at the ingredients that are in garlic sauce or any other sauce really from the supermarket, it's really, really bad. And I just don't want to put that in my body, not unless I can help it. So I choose to make it myself because it's just a little bit better for you. And obviously, there's still mayonnaise in there, but at least it's organic and there is nothing other than, let's see what is in here. There is sunflower oil, egg, water, some vinegar, salt, mustard, and curcuma. That's it. No additives, no nothing. It's this Jean Bouton mayonnaise, if you're wondering. For good measure, I just wanted to show you this garlic sauce from the local supermarket here in the Netherlands. I just scanned it with my food app. It has 12 additives in there. 12 for a little bit of sauce. I mean, if we could prevent that, I'd rather prevent that. I make it myself. And while I'm heating up some butter for the pancakes, I'm cutting up the toppings. So we have some lettuce, some onion, and some tomato. In the Netherlands, we have a saying that the first pancake always fails. Well, not today. if you see my last few videos, you'll know that as part of my healing journey, I want to start using clean beauty and clean skincare. So I have gotten rid of a lot of my old skincare and my old makeup, and I am now replacing it. And I actually found this brand, Freya Organics, or actually it found me because I got an ad. And I'm usually not very susceptible to those, but this brand actually sounds really, really nice, and I really like the reviews. And they have a, I want to say 60-day refund guarantee. So you can use products for 60 days. And if you don't like them, you can just get your money back. So that makes me feel like they are really confident that their products work. So I'm going to try them out. They're very interesting, actually. They have an acne bundle and they have an anti-age bundle. And basically, the ingredients are all made in Norway from Norwegian plants. And I think the description says something like Norwegian plants, they are very strong because they have to survive in temperatures of like minus 30 degrees Celsius. So they're very strong, and they kind of take these ingredients and turn them into these skincare. And it's very interesting because apparently it's just a powder, so there's no water. It's not a cream yet, it's literally just powder, and you have to apply some water and rub it, and then it starts to become like an actual skincare product. So that to me is very interesting. Like every single product in here is natural. It's literally just like plants and stuff, nothing else. So I'm very excited to try these, and I'll review them for you. So I got the Ultra Cleanse and Revive Face Scrub. I got the Instant Blemish and Redness Stopper, and I got the Magic Revive and Glow Day Balm. So apparently the scrub is something you use twice a week, and the Instant Blemish and Redness Stopper is something that you put on at night before you go to bed. And then the Magic Revive and Glow Day Balm is something you put on in the morning before you start your day. So I think I'm going to start right now with the scrub and the instant redness stopper. I'm just going to take off all of my makeup first so that I have like fresh skin, and then I'll start scrubbing myself. So I always start with an oil. This is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Cleansing Oil, because I just find that it really helps me rub off all of the makeup off my skin. And then I go in with a different cleanser to make sure that everything like really gets out of my skin. And I've actually started using the Arborian cleanser again. This is the double mousse. And I really like that it's foaming like that, just to get everything out of my pores. And then I actually go in with another cleanser. This is the Kiehl's Calendula Deep Cleansing Foaming Face Wash. And I've actually started doing that a few weeks ago. Before I would only use this one, so just the oil and then the calendula face wash. But I noticed that every time I'll just dry my face with a towel, and I have white towels, and I would just see that there would still be makeup on the towel even after I use the oil and then the face wash. So like, you know what, maybe I should use like a different cleanser or another cleanser, so double cleansing, to make sure that I get everything out, because if it rubs off on my towel, I can just imagine how much actually stays in the skin. So yeah, this is something I've been trying recently, and I do actually feel like my skin is a lot softer since I've been doing that. So yeah, we'll see. All right, so now let's open the scrub. Okay, so interestingly, like I said, this really is powder. So there's no water in here. So I have to just rub it on. It says get a pinch. I'm thinking like this. And then just add some water to turn it into a paste. I don't know how much start with this. Okay, yeah. I don't know if that's enough, but we'll see. Okay, so it's not very. Oh yeah, that's scrubby. Okay, so it's very scrubby. It smells like plants. Like it doesn't have a nice scent to it, but I'm guessing it's because there's no perfume. Yeah, it just smells like a plant, like dried plant. It does feel like it's making my skin very soft. Yeah, it just kind of feels like sand. Oh, my skin feels very soft now. Like baby soft. Also, while we're at it, always use a clean towel. Don't use a towel that you've already used when you tap it to your face. Okay, now that we've had the scrub, we go in with the instant blemish and redness stopper. Okay, so this is a paste, and inside is calendula. Yeah, just lots and lots of flowers and leaves. So it says the products are extremely potent. You only need a small amount on your fingertip. Apply it all over your face 2 to 3 times a day. And how to use, let's see. The products are extremely potent. You only need a small amount on your fingertip. Okay, so do I do this like before or after creams? Let's see. Just gonna start with this. Oh, it smells like flowers. It's a little oily. Yeah, it really is a balm. Well, it's obviously said so, but it's not a cream. Yeah, it's a balm. It kind of reminds me of coconut oil, the consistency. Just a little dewier. Okay, well, that's it. I don't think I'm going to put on anything else. I'm just going to see how this goes. So, yeah, I'll get back to you about these products. And with that, I'm going to put this away. I'm going to brush my teeth, and then I'm going to say good night to you. Good afternoon. It is Friday right now. It's around 1 p.m. and I haven't spoken to you in a while actually. And as you can maybe see here in the background, I have started tackling the dining area of the house and I wanted to show you. So what I have added here is this console table along with everything that you see on top of it. Now ignore this random light there. We still have to remove that. But I don't know. I really like the idea of having a side table here, but I just don't really like this one. I think it's a little bit too, I don't know, not stable, I guess. So I'm going to return this one here, but I am going to keep the vase that I bought. Here you can see what it looked like before. So there was nothing against the wall here. It's super, super empty. Oh, there is nothing more exciting than ordering new teas and trying them for the first time. I love these yogi teas. This is my life now. So this is our current laundry room. So as you can see, there is a lot going on here. We have our washer dryer. This is something for our solar panels, a bunch of other stuff for something to do with the heat. And yeah, there's just a lot of stuff here. So what I want to do, first of all, is hide this monstrosity because it is so big. So I was thinking about adding a curtain here to at least block this from view whenever I have to go in to do laundry. And then I also would like to have like a built-in closet around here just so I can actually put away stuff here because right now literally just have everything in here and these hideous pink bottles. So yeah, I think there is lots and lots to decorate here. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but this already makes the biggest difference ever. So I used some old curtains that I still have, so excuse all of the wrinkles here. And I bought this shower curtain rod off of Amazon. It was literally like $20. And that is all I have done. And I love it already. This is so much more calm than before. And whenever we need something from here, I can just open the curtains and close them again. Oh, good morning. This is a bit of a weird start because I wasn't supposed to be vlogging today, or at least I didn't want to vlog today. And the reason for that is I am severely PMSing. So whenever I get my period, like the week before I get my period is, I don't know why, but mentally it's very hard for me. I notice I feel signs of like a depression. I feel very low motivation, and most of all I feel very anxious all the time. Like there is so much like tension, stress in my stomach, my body, and I just keep overthinking and making life very hard for myself. But I think I just wanted to talk about this because I think a lot of women suffer from this, and instead of me just ignoring it and start talking to you again when I feel better, I thought I would just start talking to you right now and share that last week was a very stressful week for me. And if you don't know me, if this is like the first video that you're watching, I I suffer from a severely dysregulated nervous system, and I'm focusing on healing that right now, or at least calming it. And that is why I do not have a job right now. I quit my business so that I can focus on healing full time. So you might be thinking, well, what are you stressed about if you're not working? And yes, exactly. That is exactly the conclusion that my mind keeps coming to. But I don't know, it's been kind of a roller coaster. And I think the reason I wanted to talk to you now, right now, is because of something that I learned recently, and that is called cycle syncing. Ooh. Okay, so a little bump in the road, my memory card was full. So where was I? Cycle syncing. So basically what cycle syncing is you try to live your life according to your cycle. So how can I explain this? If you're a man, your hormones are kind of like this. So they're very steady throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. Whereas if you're a woman, your hormones go like that. And actually, not like that, but we have two main hormones and they go like that. So throughout the month, we have basically 4 weeks where our hormones are in completely different phases. So a friend of mine actually always uses the seasons to basically tell me where she's at in her cycle. So, for example, if she's in her PMS week, so the week before she gets her period, she is in fall. Then during her period, she's in winter. Then afterwards, she starts to feel better again. She's motivated, she's happy, she wants to go out. That's spring. And then during ovulation, she's in summer. So, 4 seasons, 4 phases in your cycle. And with cycle syncing, what you do is you try to live your life according to those seasons. So when you are in fall or autumn, what you do, same as with the season, really, like it's dark, it's raining, you don't really want to go outside, you don't want to do anything creative, maybe you don't feel motivated. That's your PMS week, is where you allow yourself to slow down. Maybe you don't go to the gym and you walk, or you do some Pilates instead. Maybe instead of, for example, for me, instead of filming and being creative, you start editing your videos. And that is exactly what I want to do right now. So instead of me forcing myself to do all of these creative things, like in the house, for instance, like decorating all of these rooms and doing all of these home projects, that just doesn't work because I don't feel creative right now. So I just feel frustrated with myself whenever I try a home project and it just doesn't work out. So instead, what I want to do today, and what I should have done last week probably, is editing these vlogs so that when spring comes after my period, I will feel energized again. I will be on schedule with all of my previous videos and I can just record and be creative. So that is kind of what I plan to do. And I don't know, I think that was just like a little, I think that was just a little bit of information that I wanted to share with you because maybe you find it helpful as well. And to be honest, I've known about cycle syncing for a few months now. And in theory, it sounds super nice, but in practice, it's just really, really hard, especially because you keep forgetting that you're on your PMS. And I don't know, and you and in the moment you don't really recognize it for what it is. So I feel very like stressed, like I said, overwhelmed, anxious. I just basically feel like I'm in my fight or flight mode all the time if we're talking nervous system. And in the moment, I just didn't realize that it was my PMS again. And looking back at it, like right now, looking back at last week, I'm like, oh, right, I was in my PMS. But in the moment, you don't really see it like that because you're just doing your thing, you're just living life. So it's harder than it looks. And you really have to be aware of each season of your period. You have to make sure you set a reminder, for instance, or you track your cycle. I have an Oura ring and I track my cycle with an app called Natural Cycles. And the app gives me a notification. So last week it gave me a notification like, hey, you might be starting to experience some PMS symptoms right about now. But you only get the notification once. And I see it, I know it, and then I just forget about it anyway. So for me, I just need to find a way to remember that I am in my PMS. I think it all starts with just listening to your body, which is why right now I am not in the gym and it's Monday morning. So at 8 a.m. So at 8 a.m. we usually are in the gym right about now. And this morning I just woke up and I felt like I was hit by a train. I feel so tired and I don't want to go to the gym. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. And I am not going to do all of the things that I plan to do today. And instead, I'm just going to put away the camera, or at least I was about to, but then I wanted to yap to you a little. So I went for it. But I just want to start editing and do some stuff that I don't really have to think about that much. So yeah, that was my cycle rant. And I'm going to do those things right now. So I'm not going to pick up my camera probably. And I will talk to you later when the worst has passed. Okay, there is one more thing that I wanted to mention about cycle tracking and cycle syncing. Because obviously for me, it's super easy to say like, oh yeah, in my autumn or my winter, I'll just do this. And then in my spring, summer, I'll do all of the other responsibilities I have. And it's easy for me to say because I don't really have any responsibilities right now. But of course, I do understand if you have a job, it is not as easy to just say to your boss, hey, yeah, I know I have to finish that project like this week, but I'm sorry. I'm PMSing right now, so I'm just gonna do it next week if that's okay. I totally get that. Obviously, you can just do that. But I think creating awareness for yourself within all of the other aspects of your life that maybe you can will already help so much. So, for example, what I do is all of the like routine tasks that I have to do in a month. So, for example, my taxes, I will now try and plan that in my PMS week because that is the week where I can just do my like routine work, my analytical stuff, and then I don't have to like waste my time during my good weeks on stuff like that, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted to do like a little disclaimer there. And maybe this is something you want to do, maybe not. I just wanted to put it out there because it is something that I struggle with now a lot and it is helping me better handle my PMS instead of just going through the motions and basically having 1/4 of my life suck because I struggle with these PMS symptoms. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I don't want to make this another big ramble, but just take everything that I say with a grain of salt. So for me, this is what happens when I get stressed and I start coping. Yeah, shopping, online shopping, more specifically, is my coping mechanism. I know for some people it's stress eating or drinking. I know everyone has their own coping mechanisms, and for me, shopping is one. And I can honestly say that it has become a problem. Like, I do not shop because I need stuff. I shop because I feel something on the inside, like I feel anxious, I feel overwhelmed, I feel hurt or tense or another negative emotion. And that is when I open my shopping apps. So I'll just doomlessly scroll there until I find something to get like a little hit of dopamine. And yeah, that is what I do. And interestingly enough, since I got back from Cape Town, I haven't done any online shopping. I think because I was in my good week and now that I'm in my PMS again, there is a new package waiting for me every single day. And now I can just see so clearly that it's because last week I was forcing myself to do things. I was forcing myself to work, to be productive, mainly in terms of finishing up our home. And when that didn't work out, I would start shopping. It's so insane to me. These trousers or these jeans are from H&M, and look how pretty they are. They have this embroidery on the side and on this side as well. I don't know if you can see because it's smaller here. And they are just the most comfy, like wide leg trousers ever. I don't know if you've ever bought jeans from H&M, but to me, I am 167 in centimeters. And for my body proportions, I have quite long legs. So for me, trousers and jeans are always a struggle because they're always too short. But these are extra long. So yes, I'm obsessed with these. And I'm wearing these in a size 36 or small, something like that. They are so comfy, so beautiful. The other thing I got from Zara is this knit top, which is literally just a basic top in a color that I own a lot. But I really love these tops. I think they are just so versatile. They're so comfy, and I have one in black and I have one in brown, and I wear them so much. So I thought, why not get one in the color that I wear the most also? And this is actually something that I started looking for. So instead of just passively like scrolling and seeing if I like something on Zara, this was actually something that I looked for. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. And if you'd like to know, I'm wearing a size small, which is the perfect size. Then I also got more H&M. I did one H&M order, but I'm gonna return that. And I'm not gonna show you because I have decided that since shopping is a coping for me, I don't wanna be one of those channels who shops and shops and shops and then has other people buy the same exact thing and makes profit of it. Obviously, that would be very nice in the future, who knows? But I don't want to be a part of like the trend culture where we just buy new stuff every single season, we throw it out, and then buy new stuff for the next season. So I am actually someone who has like a very classic style where this is not something that I'm just gonna wear this season. I will wear this like every year until it breaks. And the same with these trousers. And I don't know if you can see, but everything that I own here, most of it is like a true classic that you can just wear time and time again instead of something like super trendy that you'll have to get rid of after one season because it's just not cool anymore. I really try to stay away from trends. So I will show you some of my finds every now and then, but I don't think shopping is that great for your nervous system, at least like some forms of it. Like if I choose to shop because I need something, I think it's a totally different story than when I do it simply because I am coping and I don't want to face my stress or anxiety. So yeah, I want to be very careful here, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle this because obviously I'll keep buying stuff. I will try to minimize it, but I do want to show you that part of myself because I really do love fashion, but I want to make sure it's me doing it for the right reasons. I have been editing a 45-minute vlog. Now it just keeps loading. It has been loading and loading for 30 minutes now. I have updated my laptop. I have force quit the app for about 10 times now, and it's not working. So I fear I lost everything and I have to edit the whole thing again. So yay, that's what happens when you do stuff like that on your PMS. Breathing in, breathing out. Hi guys, I think I left you yesterday during my PMS, and yesterday or the day before? Yes, yesterday. And today I'm feeling much, much better. It is now 4 p.m. already, and I got my period, so I feel a lot better, which sounds weird, I know, but like mentally speaking, I feel a lot better. Like, obviously, I have cramps, but I will take those any day over all of the mental symptoms. So I actually just carried these two boxes upstairs together with Dave, and inside are our new washing machine and dryer, like cabinet thingy. I have no idea what they're called, but I am going to unpack these. I'm going to install them, and the idea is for them to go around like the washer and the dryer so that we can hide all of this and make it look a little bit more calm and aesthetic. So yeah, that's the plan for now. Also, another fun fact about my cycle that you probably didn't need to know, but I am currently on day 32, or yesterday was day 32 of my cycle. So today obviously is day 1 because I am on my period right now. But usually for the past, I want to say almost 2 years, I guess, my cycle has been 37 to 38 days long. And I think that has to do with the fact that I was so stressed, and that's why it was so long. And ever since I stopped working and started focusing on healing more, I have already seen a huge decrease in my cycle. So right about now, it's like a normal length. I think 32 days is like a normal length, whereas 37 to 38 was pretty long. So yeah, I think that all has to do with the fact that I feel a little bit more calm. Like, I don't want to say I'm there yet because I've had a pretty bad PMS, but I think this is a small thing to celebrate. Good morning. I think I left you yesterday in my utility room, and more on that later. But right now, I have an appointment at a massage salon for a, what's it called? Connective tissue massage. So it's a face massage that basically helps you like release your jaw tension, headaches, that sort of thing. I'll explain more afterwards, but let's go there now. Hello, I just got back from my massage, and I thought I would update you. It was a quite relaxing experience. Obviously, I'm not able to fully relax, especially since it wasn't like the longest massage, since it was just like a face massage. But I think in some moments I could really calm down. And funny enough, at the end of the massage, he said to me like, "Hey, I noticed that you were still in your head like most of the time. Try to relax next time. Try to focus on the music. Try to focus on the movements of my hands, and don't try to let your thoughts consume you." So it was interesting that she noticed that like in my facial muscles. So actually, the reason that I wanted this massage was because I stumbled upon something in like research that I'm doing about trauma and how that is stored in your body, and how it's in different places for everyone. And I think for me, because I have like a lot of tension in my jaws, I used to have a lot of stress, and still do because I'm in fight or flight mode so often. I was like, you know what? I want to try and release some of that trauma here, because I feel the strongest about that now. I feel like there's a lot of trauma in other parts of my body as well. And trauma is different for everyone. And I don't want to make this like a heavy topic right now. But basically, if you have stress or unresolved feelings, they stay in your body. And I think for me, I feel like they stay in my jaws, they stay here, and they stay in my face a lot, along with my my stomach also. And that is what I want to focus on first. And I don't know, I just think I can never really relax when I'm in a massage, which is ironic because obviously you do them to relax, but I just don't feel myself relaxing there. I just feel myself thinking of, okay, what body part are they going to focus on next? And what if I don't like it? How long do I still have left? Why am I not relaxing? Why am I still thinking about the fact that I'm not relaxing? Why is her hand going that far? Is it supposed to go that far? All of these thoughts, all of these things, they keep popping up in my head and they prevent me from relaxing. And yeah, I think it's just an interesting process to see that even though I was very aware of it right now, I still could not make myself relax like I wanted to. I don't even remember how I found out about it, but I've been following this girl. Her name is, I want to say Anastasia. I think she's from Russia. And her Instagram handle is something like Anastasia Beauty Fascia or something like that. And she talks about fascia, which is your connective tissue, basically. And I've done some research on it, but basically, this tissue, if you imagine yourself being made out of jello, and in the body, in the jello, you put like your lymphatic system, you put your muscles, you put your bones, everything. That is kind of what the fascia or the connective tissue is. So it's literally everywhere, and it's supposed to be a little like jello-y ish. But if it gets dense, also, I'm not an expert here, so maybe I'm not explaining this right. Just watched a couple of videos on it. But basically, if it gets dense, then the jello will start to harden. And then, for example, you get pain somewhere or you can't move your arm up anymore. Yeah, basically, with that fascia, if you like fascia massages, so she's known for like beauty fascia, which means she does these massages and she teaches you how to do them by yourself so that you don't get wrinkles and you have like more of a snatched jawline, and all to do with like your tissue. So it's like these kneading types of massages. I really want to dive into that more. So that's actually how I ended up going to this massage salon. But I really want to start learning more about this fascia and how I can start doing it by myself from home. So I will keep you updated on that. I'm gonna finish getting ready because I'm meeting a friend. We're gonna take a walk in the forest. I'm gonna finish up getting ready because, yeah, I don't want to hurry. I've been in enough fight or flight for one day. So I'm gonna leave you here and I will talk to you later. Ignore the mess, but the first one stands. It's working. The washer is still working. We're working again. And I'm very happy with it. Now let's go tackle the second one. Okay, I am all ready to go meet my friend. And I think it's actually a really great thing to do with a friend. Just go to a forest, go to a beach, or just somewhere close by and just have a walk together and just catch up while you're walking. It's not just good for like the soul, for connecting, but it's also good for your body. And I don't know what it is about walking, but whenever I walk with a friend, we have the most deep conversations ever. So yeah, I would definitely recommend to catch up with your friends through walking. And if you live far away from each other, what I always do is just call, like FaceTime, or just call them and catch up while we both walk. But then I walk here and then my friend walks wherever they are. It's just such a nice activity to do together. Anyways, I am gonna go now, and I just wanted to show you my outfit because I have a new jacket and I love it. It's so cute. It's from Mango. It's one of those, what's the name again? I don't know. I want to say like pleated jacket where it has like these seams in there. I don't know. I have no idea how to explain. But I was looking for one of these jackets because not only does it look good with like a normal outfit, but also when you're going to the gym and you just need a jacket. For me, most of my jackets are like super fancy. So whenever I wear them with like leggings when I go to the gym, for instance, it's just like, where are you going? So yeah, I wanted one that is not just nice for wearing like regularly, but also for when I just wear like leggings or something like that. And this is just the perfect jacket for me. I really love these like brown seams here. It's so cute. Yeah, love it.